Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're hearing my voice for the first time, you are highly welcome. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for coming back. I love you all. Oh my god, long time no makeup tutorial. Did you guys miss my makeup tutorial? Oh, you don't need to miss it so much because I'm here with another banger. Are you getting that? Yeah. So guys, just sit, watch, and see how I transform this beauty to a magnificent beauty. You get that? Someone tell me So guys, we are back to the main video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, guys. So these are my products I'll be using for this glam, and I want you guys to sit back and watch this glam because I took my time and it's so detailed. You guys know me now. You know that all my videos are always very detailed. I usually take my time to do good content makeup tutorial for you guys. So I already started by cleaning the face with the Blossom cleansing water. Then when I'm done cleaning the face, I'm here using my Badescu hydrating spray to hydrate the skin. Starting up with hydrating the skin is very important for your skin prep, using the hydrating spray seriously. Then after that, I'm using this serum from COSRX. Yeah, that's a serum. So I love how this serum hydrates the skin so well. Then the next is our moisturizer, and I'll be using this moisturizer from Blossom Makeup. And this is me pressing and making sure I massage the product into her skin very well. You want your makeup to stay the whole day. You want your makeup to be able to sit into the skin very well. So you do not want to joke with this process, guys, right? So when I'm done with that whole massaging, making sure the product enter every corner of our face, I went straight to this Aqua grip from Msmetic. This Aqua grip is the bomb. So my model doesn't really have an oily skin, so she just have a combination skin. Do you get? So I love this Msmetic Aqua grip. It grips for real. Then for this is this what's it called again, mattifying primer from Gentle Dove. So I'm using this mattifying primer for just her T-zones. She only have oils on her T-zones, so I'm using this mattifying primer for her T-zone, for her brows, making sure the brows doesn't get oily later on. Do you get? So I'm just using that for the bridge of her nose, just a T-zone. When I was done with that, I went straight to my airbrush setting spray to seal all the skin prep together and make sure the skin is healthy and ready for the glam. You get that? So the next is the foundation. So for the foundation, I'm using the Nars foundation, and I'm mixing two shades, the Marquises and the Namibia. So I'm mixing to see how perfect that shade is. That is her right shade, girl. You guys know now. You know the drill. It's either the skin is matching rightly or nothing. Do you understand? The foundation got match. You understand that? So see how I blended everything. And make sure I blend. And moreover, when it comes to blending the foundation, guys, little goes a long way. Start small. Don't pack all the product to the skin and you then be figuring out how to blend it. Start bit by bit. So when I was done blending the foundation into the skin, I went straight to sealing that foundation up with the same setting spray, airbrush setting spray, guys. Then when I was done with that, I'm contouring her chin. So this is from Black Opal, just giving that chin contour. I was going to blend very well later on, but just enjoy this process. So the next, guys, is from Tehila blush palette, and I'm using that not too red. It's like a wineish red. It's not red per se. Do you get? You see that? So I just finished applying the blush on her cheekbone and using this beauty blender to blend it. You do not want to joke with blending your skin work, so that everything just sits pretty on the skin like nothing even happened in the first place. So the blush was not really popping so well, and I decided to add a little more. Oh my god, let's go extra, guys, right? So that is it. So I came back to blend again, blend all the way. Make sure that you blend. Your hand got pain you because you're blending. Then the next, straight up to the concealer. So I'm using this concealer from, what's the name of this concealer again? Badescu concealer in the shade Butterscotch, right? I wanted to really achieve a bright under eyes, but not really bright per se. So this is just like 2 shades lighter than her skin normal, but I blended it very well. Depends on what you want to achieve. Whatever you do on the skin, it all depends on what you want to achieve. You can just slightly blend if you want the under eye to be extra bright. But me, I don't know why I don't like extra bright eyes. I can do just bright, I can do no bright, but you see that extra bright, I don't know, it doesn't work for me. I don't like it. So for this, I had to blend the concealer under her eyes very well, to the point where it's almost matching her skin. Do you get that? But I still wanted to achieve that with a bright concealer at the same time, so that there's still something under the eyes. Do you guys get what I'm doing? So please, if there's any confusion whatsoever, drop that question in the comment section, because I'm always here to attend to all your questions, guys. Do you understand me? So this is me just making sure the under eyes is completely well blended. No crease, remember, no crease. So when I was done blending the under eyes, I went straight with the stick contour I used to contour her face earlier on. So just blending that stick contour from Black Opal, blending it so well, carefully. So when I'm done using this brush, I went straight with my beauty blender to still blend it, like make sure there's no harsh line, there's no, as in you are sure that everything is matching rightly. So I use my brush and my beauty blender in blending. When I use my brush, when I'm done using my brush to blend, I still went straight to the beauty blender. So now I want to set under the eyes. I had blend under the eyes very well just now, just to make sure there's no crease. You know, she has closed her eyes, so I make sure before I set. It's very important, because if you do not check or you do not blend well before you start setting, whatever it is that you have set, you cannot unset it. Do you understand? So if the under eyes is creased and you went straight to the setting powder, you're still going to have a crease under eye. There's nothing you can do about it unless you want to wipe it off. So always make sure you blend under the eyes very well before you set. So see how clean that under eyes is. See how neat it is. It's very important. So I'm just using this setting powder from Merak, setting powder in the spice curry. So curry is a bit very light. Yeah, it's a bit light. So I used it. I really wanted to try that curry setting powder on a dark skin, and it came out so well. I love it. Then I'm using my compact powder to further set under our eyes. This compact powder is from Airbrush Tibury powder in the shade 3. So using that same powder to make sure that the outer corner of our eyes is snatched. You know that line there, that blend you're seeing there. So it's going to really give us that work when we're doing the eye work. Do you understand? I'm going to be like a base. Then when I was done with that, I went straight to the Fenty Beauty powder in the shade 440 to set all over our face. This time around, every part of our face is set. So just using my powder. I do not like using too much product, guys. So I pick a bit, I dust off, and I apply. I pick a bit, I dust off, and I apply. It's very important too, because it's always easier to walk around something small than when it's too much. Do you understand? So I still use her shade of powder for that same purpose. Then when I was done with that, this is the whole powdery work is all done. I went straight to my setting spray to set everything, make sure all the powdery effects are all gone and her skin is breathing. Like you could see how flawless the skin is already. Then when I was done with that, I went straight to her brows. So this is a brow tint from Damel. So I'm just positioning the brows for later on. I like doing this at this point because it gives it time to dry. Like it takes its time to dry instead of me trying to fast track it drying. Do you understand? Sometimes when you fast track the drying, it ends up not drying very well and you end up with a oily brows. So when I was done with that, I just leave it there. It takes its time to dry. Then straight up to the eye work. So for my eyeshadow base, I'm using the benign eyeshadow base. So I'm going straight to a very matte eyes, and I wanted this base to be well blended, and I blend it very well. Then for her transition and the outer corner of her eyes, I'm using the Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette in the shade Meet the Browns. I love. In fact, since I got my hands on this particular eyeshadow palette, I don't think I have been able to use another palette for brown shades of eyeshadow again. I had eyeshadows that have brown shades before I got this one, but since I got this one, it's as if nothing else works for me except this. Oh my god, can you see that? So you see the shades I'm using, you see what exactly I'm using. So when it comes to smoking outer corner of the eyes and for the crease of the eyes, I love to build my shade of browns. I always start with a lighter shade of brown to a bit darker to a bit darker. I just go a shade darker. I keep going like that until the end result is achieved. Do you understand? So that's exactly what's happening here, and I'm showing you guys this exact shade I'm picking. And whatever you are doing, you are blending. Make sure that your eye work is well blended, because if you do not blend as you go, it will be very, very difficult for you to blend later on. Guys, I remember that I have not baked under the eyes and I don't want stories, so I went straight to the same Merak Cosmetics, but this time around not curry, but this shade is cinnamon. So I use the cinnamon to bake under our eyes, just to make sure that the under eyes is secured. Do you understand? Before we go back to the eye work we were doing before. Then for the main shade, I'll be using the same Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette, but this time around in Happy Bride. I love the shades of nude colors in this Happy Bride. Do you understand? So I am mixing 2 shades of nude colors. So I started up with this particular shade of nude at a bit outer, not at the inner corner, just something outer. So when I was done with that, I picked this particular shade of nude, the way I'm mixing them together, so that it's like a continuation of where the other one stopped. Do you understand? And you got to really, really blend, so there is no harsh line, so everything is working in sync. And whenever you want to do this, maybe different shades of nude or different shades of color on the eyes, you must make sure that the brighter one starts going with a bit darker, it's really have to start in that way. You cannot have a dark beginning and you fade it away with the light one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's to start with the light one. So guys, I'm basically blending everything together. I really wanted to achieve that smoky outer corner of the eyes, and you can see how the smoke is smoking, guys. So see me just blending, making sure everything is well blended together. There is no different, there's no harsh line. So I went again with this mine Annie's Beauty Meet the Browns. I took this light brown from it to still, I wanted that outer corner to have that shades of nude. Do you get? So when I was done blending and making sure everything is well blended, I went straight to my liquid eyeliner from Beautybydidi. I love this liquid eyeliner. I always use it. So just see how it lines. It's perfectly black. It does not smudge. It's everything I want in a liner. I use gel liner, but I usually use gel liner at the waterline. Do you understand? I use it for the waterline. But when it comes to the first lining, this lining here, I always use this particular eyeliner. Then for her waterline, I'm using the Tehila black gel liner. So I'm using this Tehila black gel liner, making sure that for the waterline, I love the way it is. It's so black and it does not smudge. So these are the products I use at different parts of the eyes. You understand? You can't even use a liquid liner for the waterline because you're going to pour in liquid black substances into our eyes, which is not good. So it's not even possible. So that's exactly just making sure that the eyes, I love, see how it is so beautiful. Then I'm using those shades of brown to smoke under the eyes, making sure that I wanted to bring out the beauty of using only matte eyeshadows. Today I wasn't doing any pigment, I wasn't doing any glitters or whatsoever, so everything was just matte. Then when I was done with that, I used this mascara to dust off any excess product that must have fallen on her, on her natural lashes. So making sure the natural lashes is clean is very, very important. It gives your work that neatness, that eye work. It gives it a very, very neat look when you're done. Then when I was done with that, I went straight to these lashes from Wings Lash. So Wings Lash, I've forgotten the name, but it is one of their palettes I picked it up from, and I just make sure that I match both the false lash and her natural lash together, so there is no demarcation. Everything just look neat. Do you understand? So back to the eyes, we could see that the eyes is dried already, like the brows are dried already. So back to the brows, what I'm using is the pomade, two pomades, the brown and the black. So I'm using the Esther brow pomade in the shade Nubia and the Tehila black gel liner. Do you understand? So I just beat a bit of the black gel liner, just very little of it, nothing much. Then when I was done with the brows, I went straight to highlighting the brows with the House of Tara highlighter, that quad highlighter you saw. So that's what I used to highlight her brows. So using this small brush to blend, make sure there is no harsh line. It's very, very important. Then I'm also cleaning up the top of her brows just to give it that neat look. You understand? So I'm using our own shade of foundation to clean up the top of the brows, so that you don't have so much work trying to blend and all those drama. So this is what I'm doing. I'm making sure that the beginning of the brows is neat, and that's exactly what happened. They're using that same brush. Yeah, you see what I'm doing? Neatness, clean, everything must sync. So just basically doing the same thing for the other side of the brows. There's something I want to say about brows. Most times when we are doing our brows, we found out that sometimes the left hand side becomes harder than the right hand side. So whenever you notice such a thing happening to you, always start with the side that always look harder for you. You understand? When your hand gets used to that side, sometimes again you start feeling that the other side is becoming harder, you switch. That's just the trick to the brows when it comes to each side that is harder to actually work with. Do you understand? So for the lip, guys, see the makeup, see the look, everything is coming together. So we're using as a nude girl now, you guys know my lip style, but today I'm going a bit extra, so just watch and see how this lip tutorial is going to be like. So I'm using my brown from this Imagic, I love those shades of brown. I'm using it to line the lip, and this time around I'm using a pop of color. It's a burnt orange from SooPro Cosmetics. So I wanted to go extra. I wanted to go out of board, not the normal. I was still going to come back to the nude, but there was something, this tone of burnt orange underneath made it look, it just gave it this different look entirely. But guys, watch, keep watching and see what I'm talking about. So I use that MAC nude from MAC to blend. Then I'm using a shade of, you see what I'm doing, a bit of the white and a bit of the nude here, mixing two of them together to blend. Guys, when it comes to every part of the makeup, guys, the key word is blending. Do you understand? When I'm done with that, I use another brush to make sure I blend the whole colors together, from the lip liner to the main color. Everything has to blend in. So that's how you can achieve that ombre lip tutorial, ombre lip look. Do you understand? So now for the gloss, I'm going to this gloss from Blossom. I love this nude gloss, like I really do love it. So guys, I'm just using it for the part where there's nude, not at the lining part, the brown part. So I'm using this clear gloss from Paula Beauty for just the outer corner of the lip, just to gloss that nude. And guys, see how this nude is. It's lovely, it's beautiful, right? It's so beautiful, guys. I really love the lip. It gives, you see that what the tone that burnt orange underneath gave it. So now we're back to the under eyes, and I'm using this Sephora powder in the shade Almond. So just to dust off the excess baking powder that is still under the eyes, and make sure that under the eyes is so neat, guys. See how beautiful it is. See how lovely it is. Whatever you set remains that way, so do not forget. Then I went straight to intensifying the contour. I really want to make sure the details of this look were detailing. So I'm using that brown from the Meet the Brown eyeshadow palette. So then I went straight to this blush from the same Meet the Annie's Beauty. I love this blush. I love. Oh, good. So using it on her cheekbone already, and see how beautiful it is. So I'm just making sure the under eyes is still, you get that vibes that a bit light but not very light. So I'm using this particular powder, this is the shade 350. So now I'm dragging that under eye, the hairs under the eye out. I think I need to get another kind of mascara for this purpose, because this mascara wasn't doing very huge justice to this, but it's still okay. It's not too bad, you can still see it, but I want a mascara that will drag the hair down well. I think I'm going to try this particular mascara, guys. I'm going to bring it up for you guys to see what it looks like. So let's go. So for the glow, I'm using this wet balm from Msmetic. I love this wet balm. Are you guys seeing that glow? Oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's lovely. See how it just transformed this face immediately, guys. And going to the Merak Face Cropped, I'm using this what's it called, this highlighter. and see how I'm adding. Like, I wanted that glow. I want the kind of glow that used to blind eyes, the kind of glow that when you step out like this, people's eyes will be blinding. Oh god. So this is the sealing of the whole makeup for Sylvimak finishing spray, and I'm using that. And this is the final look, guys. So beautiful. Tell me what's not to love in this black skin beauty. See how lovely it is, from the skin match to every single details of the look, from the eyes to the brows to the lip. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is lovely, guys. I don't understand. Are you not seeing this beauty? Oh my god. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to this particular point. I love you guys so well, and take a good look at every single detail of this makeup. I want you guys to see it so well. You understand? See the skin, everything. See how beautiful it is. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, drop your thoughts in the comment section, guys, and share this video to as many people as possible, and make sure that upcoming makeup artists get an opportunity to watch this video, because if you watch this video, my videos are always very detailed, my makeup tutorials are always very detailed. You will definitely learn a thing or two. You will definitely know something that you will be happy you watch the video. Do you understand? So thank you so much, guys. I really love your participation. I love you guys so well. You guys have been so amazing. I have been doing this 30 days life challenge on YouTube live. I come to live every single day. You guys, I see you guys. I see your support. God bless you guys so well. And I will definitely see you in my next video. Stay blessed. I love you guys so much. Bye bye.